Today, from Sacramento, California, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Jordan Love and the Sacramento Miners versus Josh Allen and the Dublin Antlers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dublin Antlers and the Sacramento Miners. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way...
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first Wyoming quarterback to go in the first round, standing 6'5". It's Josh Allen.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Play action. Now it's Allen. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Allen's pass.
Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And it's good to make it 7-0.
The kick is good.
So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards.
7. Miners, nothing. Rigoberto
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 17 carries, 101 yards, and a score.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Dalvin Cook, the ball
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on second down. They hit him with a draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on second and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play. Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The ball carried by number 20.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
That's a gain of 14.
4A. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Back to the ground. Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards, a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another first and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
To Eric Ebron.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 5 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. Love now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They run, Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
56.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Draymond Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down, going to the air with Love. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That one goes for 30 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Love from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Love. That'll be complete to Cook. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And his guys have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosazon to kick it away.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
On play action, Allen. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
The quarterback sacked.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out at his current pace. Sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill. A ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot.
And the ball is knocked out.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier, fumble on the play.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Throwing now is Allen. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Butker on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive, 4 plays. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's good for A. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Love now to pass on 1st down. He's got the hook up to McLeod. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a run with Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Makes it
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3rd and 2. Love with it. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
brings up
to the air again, Love. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Thurl, that got in there to bring him down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun, Love. Short little throw to Ebron. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Rosas' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
Miners 17. Antlers 14.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. They stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The quarterback, Josh Allen, the focus of our players' spotlight. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've achieved.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
First and 10.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Dublin's offense now set to take over.
And what a time to get the ball on a turnover here in the final minute of the first half.
Yeah, great starting position, too. And if they can cash this in with a touchdown, all of a sudden they go into the locker room with the lead instead of the other guys.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
For Terry McLaurin, incomplete. Brings up second.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
That one is slant to McLaurin.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more.
First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
On the carry, it's Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Love. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable?
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, 44 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it two ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
But if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
56.
From the gun, it's Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Gain on the play. And it's
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
an 8-yard pickup.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Derrick Henry. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
And here's Allen operating from the gun. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Butker now to add the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd quarter. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Love now on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Love. He'll air it out deep for Tom. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Delay of game, offense.
Can't do that.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Working out of the gun. Love. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
From the gun. Love. Open man is Michael Thomas. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Throwing. Love. And this is caught off a deflection. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And this is incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Love. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to take the lead. To add the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays.
Miners 31, Antlers 24.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On first down, Allen. A short throw caught by Andrews. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Mark Andrews. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
This offense on third down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is third down and 12. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Now Drake loses the football. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Maurice Hurst gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Love from the gun. And it's a quick slant to Lockett. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And all the way to the opposite 45. And a huge play that time. 49 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing now is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's got this down to the 35. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he'll go underneath here to Drake. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Now Allen. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Well, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's Sacramento's offense once more. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet
and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking long for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. They keep it with Henry on 1st down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 1st and goal, Drake. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the exclamation mark at the end was Kenyon Drake's touchdown run. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Miners 31.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.